Hi folks, I just wanted to pop in here. I'm just editing this video that you're about to watch, and I just wanted to say that I'm making it into two parts because it's become too long. So this is part one here, and it was shot a couple of weeks ago, but I really wanted to get it out because sometimes there's just some valuable information there for other gardeners to know. So enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. Hi folks, welcome back to Three Barrow Farm. Why is it when I press record, these two monkeys start playing up? So for those who are new here, my name is Amy and I live in central Victoria with my family of 5, and we grow our food and raise our animals on 42 acres here. And today my aim is to get on top of the weeding and then plant some potatoes. So I'm going to take you along on the potato planting later in the day, but I just thought I wanted to show you the radishes. So I planted potatoes in this patch here, and the potato plants are getting nice and big now. But what I did in the middle is plant some radishes that my daughter had raised inside. So here's some of the radishes. These are the last of the radishes that were planted here, and what I'm going to do is sow a few more seeds in between these potatoes because radishes grow really fast, and so before these potatoes really get too big for something to be growing in the middle, the radishes will be ready. They'll be a beautiful size to harvest, just like these ones here. But as you can see here, these ones have started to go to seed. So, well, this one's fine here. Oh, and it's got a worm stuck around it. Better put that back in the soil there. But these two here, they'll be woody because they've got these center stems coming up. And if you try and crack them open, you can see that the middle is very thick, especially on this one here. If we can crack that open, the middle is quite thick, and so yeah, they've gone a bit woody. They'll be harder to cut into. They'll be a bit sort of grainy inside. You can definitely tell. Just chuck them in the basket there for the chickens. But the rest of these are perfect. So I'm going to wash them up. I'm going to have a few for my lunch today. Hazel will definitely eat some. She was the one who planted them. And yeah, I'm going to sow some more seeds just in between these potato plants and grow some more radishes. And so this whole idea is to utilize all of the space. So if you have a small garden, you can grow something that you'll harvest faster than the things that will take longer to grow. Before I get to planting the radish seeds, I wanted to show you this kale. I've harvested some more to dry because the kale that I popped in the dehydrator a couple of days ago is already dry and ready to powder up. So I've grabbed some more, and I'm just going to take all the leaves off these, but I'm just giving them a little bit of a hit, a little bit of a shake, just to get the ladybirds off them, because there are so many ladybirds. Everywhere I look, there are ladybirds in the garden. So I'm going to take this inside and I shall pop this in the dehydrator. Okay, so right here I have some radish seeds that a friend of mine collected. They collected these in 2022, and they're still in their heads. So these are what radish heads look like. And if you crack them open, the little seeds will be inside. So there's another one there. So here are the seeds. So I'm just going to make a bit of a furrow here. Just going to go down the center here. Just dig in a little bit. Oh, there's so many worms in here. Try not to disturb the worms too much, but I want to make a bit of a furrow so that I'm not going to put as much soil in this once I've put the seeds, but just pop that worm back in there. I did notice that when I was watering these, gosh, there are so many worms in this, they love the manure. It definitely brings the moisture, and the worms love the moisture and the manure. So yeah, there's a bit of a slant on this part of the garden bed, so I just want to make a furrow and hopefully all the water will sit in here. So we'll just do it to there for now. So we've got it along here, and now I'm just going to crack open these. Doesn't matter if the seed pods go in as well. And we'll just break them in and let the seeds fall in. There's quite a few seeds in each pod. Even the small ones have at least 3 or 4. All right, there we go. I've also got these which were given to me by somebody. Now these ones expired in 2012. So actually I'm going to plant them in a different spot and we'll see whether they come up, because, you know, some people say that seed does have a bit of an expiry, but in my experience, the seeds still work after a long time. Perhaps not all the way to 2012, but we shall see. I'm just going to leave a good amount of soil here. I'm going to bury this worm. Oopsie days. Okay. These aren't actually radishes. I've used this container to put some, it looks like beetroot, and I've just got all this soil with them. All right, we're going to plant these somewhere else, and I haven't written on the package, so that was naughty me. So we've got these radishes in here. I've put a small amount of soil on top of manure, so we will see how they go. And yeah, I've just got this little mound of soil at the front here, so that when I fill this up with water, it stays in this little furrow that I've made, and it won't fall down off the garden bed like it was doing when I was watering the last radishes that were in here. And I'll just give it a little water. The soil is already quite moist, as we saw, but it is beneficial to give it a water in. And as you can see, the water is trickling down, but it's staying there. It's actually absorbing quite fast into the soil now too. So yeah, this will be good. Let's see how the radishes go for a second time round. Okay, because I have put dirt in this packet of what I thought was radishes, because I put dirt in there, and I'm interested to see what is actually in this. But let's just plant it so that we can find out whether it is beetroot. It could be silver beet or chard seed, because they look quite similar, and because I haven't labelled the packet, I'm doing a very good job here. Yeah, so I haven't done the right thing and labelled the packet, which is kind of annoying. But let's find out what they are. I'm just going to make 3 rows along here, and let's sprinkle all of the seed out and see what happens. Quite thick, because there's quite a lot of seed in here. All right, and we'll see what grows. Okay, so my aim today is to weed all the way down here. Like, most of this is weeds. There might be some leeks, there might be some herbs. There's the walking Egyptian spring onions as well. There are a few things, but most of it is weed. So my aim today is to weed through, at least through this row here. I'll do the other row over here tomorrow. And after I have weeded through all of this, I shall show you the outcome, and hopefully I have manured and strawed the paths as well. And then I will get to planting the potatoes. Before I get into weeding, I'm going to have my lunch because it only took me half an hour to weed the garden bed that the potatoes are in. And that's because I've been staying on top of that garden and not letting the weeds go to seed. But my other bed is going to take much longer. So I need some lunch, but I thought I'd show you the kale, the dried kale first. So as you can hear, it's very dry and brittle now. So it's ready to make up. And you know it's ready when you can just break it in half, like as easy as that. So you don't want any of it to be wet, or else it will put moisture into the jar of powder. So yeah, this is all ready to whiz up into powder and put another load of kale in. So after I have lunch, I'm also going to put some kale in here so it can dehydrate while I'm outside. And this is what I have made for my lunch. So I've got some lettuce that I harvested the other day, some hummus. I've got some of the spinach and coriander pesto that I made the other day as well. I've got a boiled egg, and I also have my homemade dressing on top, salad dressing, and some toasted sunflower seeds. So this is what I'm going to eat for my lunch, and then I'm going to get back out there.